Do you remember Friday for Future protests back in 2019? I think you do, but did it actually lead to concrete results? If so, to what extent? In 1974, Stephen Hughes published Power, or Radical View. In this paper, he argued a theory of three phases of power. In essence, he believed that the power of a group and its effectiveness are a consequence of three different aspects. Issue is about one person's ability to influence other behavior through decision-making, often seen in system of rallying elites. Agenda is the power to set the agenda and control what issues are discussed and what issues are ignored. Manipulation is the power to manipulate the preferences and beliefs of others and to make them accept the decisions that are made. The theory is influential, especially if applied to governmental power. In this video, in particular, we analyze the influence of Friday for Future movements on the second phase of power, described by Hughes. Agenda setting. We'll do it to 4 different points. How citizens can let politicians know their opinion, how politicians can learn about protests, revolutionary approach of Friday for Future, and the concrete results from parliamentary debate. Citizens have several ways to let politicians know their opinion. They can basically call them, email them, or talk them directly. However, the most practical and influential way is probably street protests. Politicians can learn about protests in 2 different ways, directly from the organizer and the civil society actors that usually invite politicians to participate, or indirectly throughout the media. Differently to the majority of protests, Friday for Future decided to have a totally different approach. The slogan was "Think Global, Act Local." Instead of focusing the protests just on big cities, Friday for Future movements decided to mobilize groups from everywhere it was possible, from big cities like Paris, Rome, or London to the smallest town, permitting everyone interested to participate, even children. In a study published in 2023, Lerner and Schürmann tried to understand the actual impact of Friday for Future protests on parliamentary debate in Germany. In particular, she also tried to understand if the difference in the intensity of the protest in certain electoral districts led to more debates around the topic in the parliament. Before the first global climate strike took place, 74 MPs referred 277 times to the climate strike movement on Facebook, and 98 refers 165 times to environmental policy. After the first global climate strike took place, 177 referred 605 times to the movement, and 137 referred 303 times to it after the protest. In parliamentary debates before the global climate strike took place, the absolute number of MPs who referred to the climate strike movement was 16, with 30 mentioned in total, and 66 directly refer 153 times to environmental policy. After the global climate strike was more than twice the number, with 36 mentioning the climate strike movement 93 times, and 84 referring 287 times to environmental policy. So after all those data, we can draw some conclusion. First, MPs are responsive to protests in their district. Second, more protests in the electoral district positively affects the interest of politicians on the topic, both on Facebook and parliamentary debates. Third, not only major protests in capital cities can influence the political discourse and agenda setting.